Trucking is a huge challenge. You can see that in Williams County, 95% of the oil is moving in a truck right now. We want to get that in a pipe and move it with a pump. Traditionally, we move only 25% of the oil. This is what that trucking impact looks like, and I won't spend a lot of time on that, but this is if you do that first well on each pad, it's 2,000 trucks in the first year of that well's life.
We try to figure out what the ultimate demands are going to be. One of the problems with the load forecast, being a mathematical guy, is you're never really going to get the right answer. You just hope you're really close. We do an econometric forecast, which basically means what happened in the past dictates what happens in the future. There is not much past in the Bakken.
By the end of next year, we'll have this 115 kV system in place, operate a network to support the system north of the reservoir. And of course, going forward then, the ultimate build out is a 345 kV line I'm sure you've all heard about. And the situation there is when we open up that 230 kV loop, the line in blue, that the system kind of falls apart at the high load levels, so we need to place a redundant path in parallel. So
I know it's easy to dwell on the negative aspects of this, but I would rather like to share some of the things that I've witnessed about good people and good human beings. And this first group of people is our rock star general managers. These 10 general managers are in the middle of this fray. These fellows are doing an admirable job of managing resources in a very resources-limited environment. And these fellows haven't forgotten the 7 principles of cooperative business. There's a long-term play. We're talking about opportunities to grow our systems for the next 20, 30, 40 years, and that's a great thing from a utility planning perspective, to be able to know that growth is in the horizon. It's a lot of work for the member systems that have to build it and build it all out, but at least you know you're building something that's lasting. But then you also have the big challenges of just being able to construct it. Easement challenges are horrendous, and understandably so, just because there's so many companies, pipelines, and utility companies that need to get across their land, and if you're not there first, it gets harder and harder. Basin's been very supportive. The transmission planning group, we meet regularly with them, with our member systems, with Upper Missouri, to help facilitate the development, the installation of equipment to stabilize, and generation to stabilize the voltage and provide capacity for the growing load. So without Basin, we would be in a big hurt bag. Basin also handles our compliance, manages our compliance issues and so forth, so that's very helpful for us.